get started with the programming itself, the PHP programming. And as I mentioned in the previous tutorial, I'm going to be using Notepad++ for my code editing. You can even use Notepad if you wish, but I would recommend, as you are a beginner, to start coding using one of these IDEs. And I will explain you why I'm using this right now. First of all, before we get started with the coding, you need to know where do you need to save your code. You cannot save it anywhere randomly, so let me explain you where do you need to save it. Go to your C drive and XAMPP. Inside the XAMPP folder, go into the htdocs folder. Inside the htdocs folder, create a new folder, name it absolutely anything, and press enter, and that's it. I have already created a tutorials is the name of my folder. So here is where I want to save all of my code. Okay, so coming back to the coding area. Now to begin PHP coding, you're gonna need to type in the PHP tags, and these are the PHP tags right here. Now what does these things symbolize? First of all, this thing says, you know what, this here is where my PHP code starts and here it ends. It's like an HTML tag. So if you see HTML and \HTML, you can understand that here it starts and here it ends. That's exactly the same with PHP. Now another reason that we have tags over here is because we're gonna embed this in HTML, right? So whatever we type is gonna be embedded into an HTML code, okay, markup language. So what I'm gonna do is type in h6 here, or h1, that is a header tag in HTML, okay, just to show you that it actually does do something. So I'm gonna save it in my tutorials folder. Okay, I'm gonna name it index.php. Okay, so this is my opening tag and this is my closing tag. Now let me save that and go to the web browser and load localhost /tutorials, the name of your folder, whatever you have named it, and /index.php, the name of the file. And when I press enter, you can see that there's absolutely nothing in it, because we have not done nothing. We have nothing in here. So here is where you type in your code. Okay, so the first thing we're going to learn is how to print something. So we use something called as echo. Echo is basically a printing function, you can say it, which will print absolutely anything. So if I type in here a sorry for that, semicolon, it must be placed, okay, and a 2 quotes. Alright, inside the quotes I can specify absolutely anything, such as Google. Refresh this and it will show Google, and as you can plainly see, it appears in the header tag. And in the case I remove these header tags, alright, and save it and reload the page, it appears like normal paragraph text. That is what PHP does. You can embed absolutely anything in HTML itself, and echo over here is used to print it. There's also another way to do it. It's called as a print function. Here you can type in absolutely anything. Again, oops, sorry for that, and it will print it, same as echo. Now there is no difference between print and echo, but some geeks of the internet that I saw, it says that echo is slightly more faster than print. So we're gonna use echo anyways. You can use print as well if you like it that way. So use absolutely anything. There's no difference between it, except that print has parentheses and echo has no parentheses. That's the only difference. So that's how you print anything. So first of all is what we print is hello world, and a semicolon must be placed. There you go. So this is the first tutorial to print something on the screen. So see you in the next tutorial.